Well, welcome to Money TV. I am Don Baillargeon's guest host for this segment. My name is Michael Manahan. You've probably seen me on the show before. I'm an educator. I teach finance and accounting. I'm an author. I wrote the book Secrets to Raising Capital. And of course, I am very excited about particularly new businesses, entrepreneurs, and people who are trying to use their companies to make a difference in the world. And I meet so many entrepreneurs who are doing exactly that. And today I'm going to introduce you to just one of those entrepreneurs. I've got with me today Mr. Alex Youssef. He is the founder and the CEO of Advanced Building Systems. Alex, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Mike. Great meeting you.
So, Alex, tell us just a little bit about what Advanced Building Systems does. What does your company do?
Well, Advanced Building System has brought an innovative solution to the construction industry by taking the building process onto an off-site construction method, which we do literally a finished apartment building components and finished product in our factory environment, and then send it to the field as a Lego that it's erected in the field as an erector set.
Okay, well, look, I want to make sure the audience gets this because this is amazing. I mean, typically when you build an apartment building, you send a bunch of materials out to a construction site. You get a gang of guys with hammers and nails, and they start putting the stuff together. With your product, you literally build the entire apartment unit in a factory, put it on a truck, and then just ship it to the job site. Is that correct? Do I understand that properly?
That is exactly correct, including
So,
all the finishes, all the mechanicals, cabinets, everything you can imagine inside that apartment is 100% finished in the factory.
wow. So even like the sink and the toilet?
Exactly.
Oh, well, that is amazing. So, okay, everything these days comes down to cost. Is this a less expensive process than traditional, what I'd call stick-built construction, or does it cost more?
The cost is very much in line with typical construction costs, but the huge advantage that our process offers is being able to erect that building 8 months to a year ahead of schedule.
Well, that's amazing. So you could literally make these apartment units and perhaps put them in storage somewhere on a lot, and then when you're ready to go, you just start assembling them.
Exactly. They literally set a unit every half an hour in the field.
That is amazing. So you're shortening the time it actually takes to erect the building once you're ready to start erecting the building.
That is exactly right. With a much higher quality control and the ability to build up to 11 stories versus the traditional wood construction, which is limited at 5 stories.
And I just can't figure out, particularly here in California where we're located, why they're still building things out of wood. I mean, even my house, I had to have the termite guy up because all the wood's being eaten up by the termites. So you use steel construction, right?
That's correct. We use light gauge steel, which
Uh-huh.
is metal studs, if you will, not the traditional structural steel. So it's metal studs, which we fabricate in-house, eliminating a lot of the supply chain issues that is typical with construction sites.
So in my house, I've got wood studs, and I think most people know what a stud is. It's the things we build a wall out of. And your pre-made apartment buildings are all done with steel studs. So structurally, that seems to me it's stronger. It's not going to rot. It's not going to be eaten by termites. So that in itself must be a significant advantage.
Absolutely. It's non-combustible. It's the same process or same materials that you use for commercial applications. So we brought it into residential components because of the efficiency, because of the durability and the longevity of the system, and the better performance in earthquakes and all different scenarios.
Now, I have to also think the quality standards are going to be higher if something is built in a factory than if it's kind of built ad hoc, as you will, subject to weather conditions and all the rest of the stuff out on the job site.
That is exactly right. Where our process is under a stringent high quality control, and it's inspected in our factory by the state inspection agencies. So it's a much a stringent process than you would on a construction site, just sending guys and figure it out, things on a daily basis. Yes.
So let me ask about something that here in California is extremely important. We have a shortage of housing, particularly what we call affordable housing. If you buy a house in California, an old shack will cost you $1 million.
Sure.
Does what you're doing have any application with respect to perhaps helping us build more affordable housing?
Yeah, that's definitely a passion of ours. We realize the need for housing, especially affordable housing. And in our program, we have multiple clients in thousands of units that we are gearing up to produce for, mainly in affordable housing sector, homeless transitional housing, workforce, these type of projects.
Okay, so we're obviously on Money TV. This is a show about companies that are trying to get exposure for their products, but also a lot of the companies on the show are trying to raise capital. Do you need capital at this point in time?
Absolutely, because of the huge demand that we have encountered. I'm talking in thousands and thousands of units. We are going out to raise funds for our expansion. Our current facility is producing 2 apartments a day. We are looking to expand into 10 to 20 apartments a day,
Wow.
and more.
So just to rephrase that so everybody's clear, because I think that's amazing. Today, out of your factory, you produce 2 complete apartment units, and you want to move it up to producing 10 apartment units. That is just incredible. So, Alex, if somebody's watching, they're interested in what you're doing, do you have a website that they could go to?
Yeah, we can see our website at www.advancedbuildingsystems.net.
Okay, and do you have perhaps a phone number, an office phone number you'd like to give out if people would be interested in contacting you?
Yeah, they can reach me directly at 818-652-4252.
Okay, well, Alex, I'm just absolutely amazed with what you're doing. Just before we sign off of this segment, just one final recap again. What do you think the impact that your company can have on helping what I call kind of the social component of a business? How can you help society?
Well, the bottom line is we realize there's a huge shortage in skilled labor. There's a huge demand for housing. And by putting the factory together and by bringing the technology implementation into the construction, old-fashioned ways of doing things, I think we are on a verge of putting something amazing to solve the huge, housing demand that it's beyond belief. That we're looking at 500,000 units short just in the Southern California area.
That is amazing. So if somebody comes and wants to put money into your company, they're not only obviously going to generate a profit, they're actually going to be helping with this massive housing crisis and giving people places to live. What could be better? Alex, thank you very much for joining me. Again, my name is Mike Manahan. I'm the guest host for Don, sitting in for the esteemed and fabulous Don Baillargeon, who is taking some time off. And this is Money TV. Thank you so much for watching.
Mike, appreciate it. Thank you.